It's basically the normal question, how did you get started in the wrestling business?
Well, I actually got started in the 50s on a carnival around central part of Missouri with Gus Karras. And at 15 years old, I broke into the pro side of it, and I've been lucky enough to be in it all my life. It's the only job I've ever had.
Was there a guy by the name of, I guess, Happy Humphrey, a big guy?
Yes.
You traveled around with, I guess?
Humphrey weighed 785 pounds. I drove him for a year and a half. And don't know how long I would have continued to drive him had not have been for a wreck where
Ooh.
all that steel, and it's worked real well over the years.
Right. I guess you started basically in Kansas City territory.
Back then it was St. Joe.
Right.
Kansas City was brought into it as part of the office in '62.
Right. What were first, like, who helped you train as far as trainers? Was it Gus Karras?
Gus Karras was the promoter. Ray Gordon, friend of Pat O'Connor's in the Olympics, from New Zealand, was the guy that actually trained me.
Right. And then I guess you broke in, some of your early matches were taking place in the Corsairs room at the Chase Hotel?
Yes, first time in the Corzon room, I went there, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Ike Egan's, who has been dead for God only knows how many years, and he wrestled out of Kentucky.
Right. And I heard from a couple people that the people that attended those shows were pretty much wealthy people in suits, and the ladies would wear dresses, sort of like New Japan, where you got the business people.
They dined as we wrestled, kind of a throwback to the gladiator days, and it was actually fine dining. Champagne was served, you know, along with whatever cocktail you wanted, until the Bruiser started hitting about that point in time. And of course, with the Bruiser in the house and landing in the middle of some of those tables and upsetting the tables, the fine dining quit shortly thereafter.
And who were some of your early opponents in that territory?
Around right then would have been a Cowboy Bob Ellis, John Valentine, who him and myself returned there a lot later on, Dick the Bruiser, Sonny Myers, Ronnie Etchison. There were just a lot of great wrestlers around there at the time.
Right. And then I guess, was it the late 60s or early 60s you were with Larry Henning, and you guys became AWA Tag Champs?
I went to Minneapolis in 1963.
Right.
And the latter part of the latter part of 63. I went there for television, came back, and I was in Amarillo, Texas for a little while longer, then went back to Minneapolis.